addicting.
24.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good. Very good.
You're looking at me like you're looking at my microphone from last week.
Yep, I'm going to be eyeballing you up and down today.
Welcome back, champions.
How you doing, champions?
It's fantastic.
We're back to champions.
A lot of cool stuff to talk about. But you got a lot of twos in front of you to go over, so I'm going to get out of the way,
Okay,
and you can.
and I'll go ahead and run with it.
Yes, sir.
We pulled all the twos out today. I thought this stack was going to be a lot bigger, but I didn't include any of the 2.5s. It's just the 2 speeds. And they're all just well assorted by, there's really no assortment here. It's all pretty random. The Wizard is one of the more popular putting putters out there, but it makes a great throwing putter too. I know most disc golfers, when they like to bag their putting putter, they like it to be multi-use, so they like to throw it and putt with it. And all of these are going to fit under the category of good for putting and throwing, minus a handful. There's just a couple that are really more of throwing putters rather than putting putters. The Nova, I think Macbeth made this one famous. Really glidey, neutral flying disc. I don't think he ever putt with these. I think he just threw them off the tee pad. Straight as an arrow, the XT. I wonder if he was throwing the XT Nova. I'm not sure. They've got a couple different plastics. AVR, the classic. 2301. I mean, it's one of the oldest putters on the market. One of the most popular putters ever made for good reason. It's just an awesome neutral flying putter. The Link, this one's been growing in popularity. Gannon's putting with these. And, he was really nervous going into the season about his putting putter. He was worried about the PA3s not having his whole bag Prodigy for his entire life, and then switching over was something he's never done before. So, of course, the putting putter, the most popular piece of your bag, debatably, he was really nervous on. But he's making the Link look pretty good. I wonder if he's actually going to switch when they prototype his out.
Great question, but you can certainly say that coming down the stretch on 17 and 18 in Waco, final day.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a clutch player, but that putt on 17.
Yeah,
honestly, I'd give all of us 50 putters and see if we can make 5 of them.
Absolutely, right.
From that location, up that hill with that wind.
Because the couple holes before, he had given up a couple of strokes, getting it tight again. So it was great way to close that tournament out for him.
He's making Link famous quickly.
Yeah, great putter. And it's been popular since its release too, actually. So this is officially a long-standing popular disc. Same with the P2, I suppose. Everybody loves the P2, it seems like. It's a little deep for me, but throwing and putting, I mean, it's one of the best multi-use putters out there.
Yeah, I was on that bandwagon for a long time.
With Simon, when Simon was putting with P2s.
Yeah. Yeah, I really, really think these are amazing discs.
I like the P1 better.
A little deeper than I use now, so it's hard for me to go back to that.
Absolutely.
For that reason.
Right. Shallow putters just come out so clean, so when you kind of get used to it, I definitely lean on the shallow stuff.
Well, and I did something, not that anyone cares, but Simon...
I care.
Shows that he holds it like this.
Yeah, he's got a weird grip.
And I started playing with that, and now I'm actually putting with it within, I'd say 20 feet, and then I go to this, the finger up inside of that.
Oh, okay.
But that for throwing
farther away.
And farther away. It just seems to give you more. It takes practice. But
yeah, because you're snapping the disc out, right? So it kind of helps you find your timing this way.
So when I started putting with P2s, Simon showed his grip, which was this, where that index and the pinky are tucked in, the other two are out.
It's like a modified power.
It makes the putter feel entirely different, in my opinion.
It does, yeah, absolutely. It gives you a different respect for it, for sure, because you don't normally feel the rim on a normal fan grip.
Yeah.
Unless you have a bead right here, but otherwise.
Yeah, try it if you haven't. It's very unique. Takes a little getting used to, but once you do, holy cow.
Well, that's something about this game, though, too.
That so well.
Yeah, when you've got that nice release point dialed in and you're actually hitting the pole.
Yeah.
Hard to move away when something works.
Yeah.
But that's actually part of the beauty of the game is you're going to be forever learning.
Right.
I just learned something the other day about hurting my back and how to play disc golf again. We've all got to relearn. The pros even relearn. Ricky just started doing a power grip last year or something.
Yeah, fan grip with his power.
Everything else has been fan grip
It's crazy.
this whole time. Top of your game, and he's still experimenting with stuff. I think that goes to show you we all can use some adjusting.
Never stop learning.
Correct. The P1 I like better than the P2 just because it's a little shallower. It's a little more round. It kind of reminds me of a Deputy.
Yeah, that was. I think these are great upshot
Distance,
distance.
glidey.
Yeah, because they're really torque resistant and they hold the line and they're very predictable.
Yeah, and that just goes to the point of these discs are all good for putting and for throwing.
Yeah.
They all have the multi-use.
Yeah.
Something really similar here is actually the Roach. It's known as the Deeper Luna. It's definitely deeper than this P1 for sure. Super rounded on the outside, really glidey. I used to throw these for pop-up to straight gliding shots, kind of like that Nova would do. The Focus, made popular by Adam Hammis and Anthony Barella right now. People really like this Focus. I like the feel of it. The Kratos is actually fairly similar in my opinion. But I guess the Focus flies a little more neutral, where the Kratos is supposed to be more on the overstable side.
And it's a nice reminder.
Reminder to focus.
Yeah. Just in case you get a little blurry out there.
A little note on the disc for you.
Focus.
Something to hone in on. I love this disc. This is an awesome putter. And an instant classic, too. Eric McCabe can do no wrong in my mind. Everything he modifies to build into the game here is a absolute home run. The EMAC Judge is no different. Really neutral flying. You can trust it on a hyzer to kind of hang on to a lazy hyzer the whole way. It's still glidey. Great for putting. It's really nice and shallow. It's more shallow than a Rico, which I was really shocked by. Micro bead on it? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Wow. You know, this is a nice plastic.
Yeah, and the plastic's killer too. I like the classic
Right.
blends. They
I imagine in colder climates that softer really is appreciated.
I think you'd probably want a soft for the
Yeah.
cold weather because
Yeah.
those are actually gummy. So when it colds up, it just feels like that.
Yeah, that's really good.
This is
question.
Ricky's preferred putter. He throws it quite a lot too. I've seen him forehand these things with just the most amazing touch. Really glidey putter. Probably the glidiest putter I've ever met. And really deep dish. If you've got big hands, you'd like these. Although I do see some gals with tiny little hands putting with these and doing really well. So
Wow, really?
yeah, I don't know how it works. For me, it's way too deep because I just can't get a nice, consistent, clean release out of it. And the only people I personally know have big hands that use these to
Yeah.
good effect. So keep that in mind.
I put my spaghetti in there.
Yeah, you could use it as a dog dish
It's a
if you
nice
bring your dog with.
It's a pasta bowl, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
an Opto Mercy. I think Matty O was using these for a period. Although I cannot confirm. I think he had a...
what happened to our boy last weekend, Matty O?
Yeah, he struggled, yeah.
He missed the cut.
He missed the cut. A lot of notable players missed the cut on that one.
I saw him make like a 9 on 18. He threw 3 or 4 in the water.
Otherwise, he had a great round.
Yeah.
It was really just that one blemish on the weekend
Rattle.
for him. I mean, yeah, maybe that kind of took him down a rabbit hole a little bit, spiraled. Poor guy. But the Mercy fills
Well,
the same
he's got
job as all these.
4 years to work it out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Got a couple years left to really iron out all the kinks. He'll get there.
Wow, only $13. That seems like a very, very good price.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Try to be fair.
my goodness. Ah, that's a nice feeling putter.
This is the Judge, so this was pre-modified for the EMAC, so it has a much bigger bead on it. It's deeper. That's really the only thing I think he changed was making it shallower and getting rid of the bead. Judge is one of the most popular discs out there.
It's a
A
big
lot of
change,
people
though.
like the Judge.
Yeah,
I mean, and Little Wysocki throws his, Zach Wysocki throws his Judges all the time. Anything within 300 feet, he just puts it on a rope right at the basket.
yeah.
Yep.
Boy, Zach.
Yep. Our boy Mason Ford, friggin' love this guy.
He had a good tournament.
Yeah, he did. He's had a couple good tournaments. You know, I think he's going to have a really good season this season. It seems like he's really figured some things out, and he's looking calm, collected, smooth. This is his signature bullet. The bullet is a very neutral flying putter. I mean, straight as an arrow with no fade. Really just awesome throwing putter. But it's good for putting too. We've got, you know, this type of plastic. I think they call it the Royal.
I was just going to ask you, yeah,
That's their star plastic.
but yet it's grippy.
Yes, super tacky.
For that glossy sort of look, I expected it to be less grippy than this. Wow.
It's what you get with the MVP plastic, man. I really like Mint's molds, and the combination of MVP plastic is really some top tier stuff. If you haven't tried Mint yet, try some of their discs, man. I think we've talked about a few of them on the show before.
My only gripe about them is if you don't get there, if they have that taco throwing a frisbee, it's one of my favorites. But if you don't get there in the first 5 minutes, you won't get the shirt.
Yeah, or the disc itself.
So
their stuff sells out fast.
So Mint, instead of getting 8 colors or whatever it is under the rainbow of t-shirts, have like 3 and do a ton of sizes so you don't run out. Because it doesn't matter to me if it's orange or blue or purple.
Sure.
So that's all I'm going to say.
Got it.
Great discs. Just you got to fix that apparel swag side of things.
Well, a lot of companies, I think, really do have to do some modifying on that, because Barella's jerseys are all sold out.
Yeah. What's going on?
And that they only released a couple weeks ago.
What's going on? Figure that out. I don't get it. They have the whole winter to do it.
Yeah, so why the limited supply?
Right.
All Gossage jerseys are sold out too. I was shopping for one of those the other day.
Goose? How cool is that? Goose's mom had Goose's mom shirt.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're all on board.
When you love how Discraft is just marketing their players like that, it's such a fresh take on disc golf.
Yeah, that's good.
It's so good.
I agree.
Speaking of good, the Nomad. People love these plasmas. I know people like to putt with them too, but these plasmas kind of behave like a mid-range. Really glidey, land soft, really fun throwing putter. It's a Conrad series. Next, we got an Agent. It's kind of a P2 AVR type disc. It took DD forever to finally copy the AVR, so that's their rendition of that. Challenger, I think this is Discraft's best putter. I know the pitchforks and the torches are going to come for me in the comments saying the Luna's better. I don't think so. I think this plastic with this mold is a much better alternative to that weird speckled plastic that they use that beats up so fast.
Just a slight bead too.
Yeah, a bead that's not noticeable, but it really helps. Big fan of the Challenger.
Yeah, it's a great putter.
It's another great putter, the DGA Steady. I think the BL is what Matt Bell is putting with, the Steady BLs. They're beadless, so that's more like Warden-ish with the shallow and the kind of rounded edge. Really nice, direct, straight flying putter. Big fan of Matt Bell too. That guy's awesome. This one I haven't quite figured out. It's a Legacy Rebel, and it was made by EV7. It's got a bead on it that's so pronounced, despite how small it is. It's almost sharp on your finger. The plastic feels great. It's nice and tacky. It's kind of cool with the speckled bits in it, but the mold itself is a little strange.
Rebel prototype.
I don't know a lot about Legacy discs. They're not super available in a lot of places, and we're just lucky enough to be in contact with the owners.
Oh, that's really nice.
You like that?
I actually do. I actually get why that bead is. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, and some people have gotten back to me with some really positive reviews, so I'm curious why more people didn't want to try them. I think Legacy's marketing is just a little different.
$15, good price point there too.
Yep, this one's also 15. This is their gravity plastic. Yeah, clutch. I know a lot of people like the clutch. It looks like a magnet to me from Discraft. Really curved edge right here, but still kind of shallow, and like it's going to beat up to be puddle topped. I know some people like that puddle top feel on their putters.
Yeah, this is the part where I really wish manufacturers, when in the putting, one thing that the Rico, it's rounded there.
Yes,
so
it is. Yes, it is.
Coming out of your hand, it doesn't have any opportunity
There's
to
no sharpness. That's
catch,
right. Comes out smooth.
Super smooth.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they don't do that. But other than that, yeah.
It's all
Rebel's
preference,
nice.
you know. I used to putt with a magnet, which is a lot like that. I mean,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was just a really nice, straight, consistent putter, something I had a good release on.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a Faith, which is a lot like their Agent or a lot like a P2. Looks like a little shallower. Fairly similar, though.
Again, good messaging as you're going in.
Good messaging of Faith.
Yeah.
Have a little faith.
Have a little faith. You got this.
The Warden.
like it.
We've referenced this one a lot today already. 240 half. Very neutral. I actually putt with these one night at Putting League because I foolishly left them at home, and pretty impressed that if you throw it flat, it just goes straight.
I love Wardens.
Just aim it at the pole.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I love Wardens because it's. Did you already say it? And I just wasn't paying attention that it's a beadless. Judge?
Not quite. I compared a lot of these discs to the Warden just because the Warden is kind of the staple, I feel like, for this shape.
Okay. Like an AVR.
Yep, it's shallow, it's rounded. It's very good.
Yeah, it's an excellent putter. This is where I started, right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then as soon as I felt the Rico and that roundness, the light went off for me. That's what it is. That's
Sucked
bugging me.
in.
Yeah. But yeah, Warden's a great putter though.
Speaking about a great putter, this UFO just came out from Mint, and it's been a really popular putter so far. Everybody that's gotten one has really loved it, so that's exciting.
Right on.
I can't remember what the flight numbers are right off the top of my head, but it feels like a really good putter.
Firm.
Micro bead, firm, tacky.
$14.99, good price.
Hopefully they make their softs soon, like their new Electron soft that they did for the Pixel, where it's a little flexier. I would really like to see that in some of these Mint discs. 2301.
2301 on the UFO. Okay.
So it is pretty similar to Rico.
Thanks, Steven.
Love you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, now we're down to the final three here, and I think these final three are actually just throwing putters, not necessarily the greatest putting putters. I know there's probably somebody that putts with Rhinos out there that's going to be really upset by this, but I don't think it's a great putting putter. It's really torque resistant. It's not very glidey. A lot of people use these as really just straight approach shots. You see Barsby forehanding these all the time. He loves the Rhino.
It was nice seeing him on coverage.
Oh, yeah, he deserves it,
Of course,
man.
he threw a couple in.
Talking about guys that we love. Gotta love Barsby, man. Great attitude. He's got the best throw-in from 150 feet.
Oh, yeah. And he thinks he's going to make it. That's the best part.
Oh, yeah, he runs it, man.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh.
He definitely sweats the confidence for that. He throws his KC Pro AVRs quite a lot. This is an Animal. I don't have a lot to say about this disc. It's kind of one of their newer releases that I don't think's caught on. It feels really strange. It's got a Rhino top and then some like Invader bottom almost, or Bullfrog bottom. It's a funky disc. I don't know about that one. Last but not least, this is important disc, a Watt. Definitely not a putting putter. I've only seen these in premium plastics so far. If they make an Electron Watt, I know the world will go crazy and everybody's going to start putting with them, because talk about neutral, man. This is perfectly neutral. The 2.5 minus half. Really great disc, the Watt. Super popular.
Minus half. I've never seen that.
Yeah, and it was
That's
almost
bizarre.
almost right after the Glitch release. They knew that they needed to make a heavier version of the Glitch. So they said, well, okay, we'll do it with a different mold, but we'll give the people what they want. They are the best at giving the people what they want.
I like to feel that in the hand over a Glitch.
I would agree. It feels sturdier.
Yeah, it
The
does.
Glitch feels flimsy.
Well, the way I hold a disc, it's such a personal preference, but
Always.
this feels a little more like something I would torque from.
That you can trust
Yeah,
to really put some power behind it.
so much fun. So much fun.
And those are the 2-speeds. Everything we got in the store. It's a pretty good mix of brands. Hopefully you found something out of it that you might need in your game.
Great job.
Thank you. That's what we're here for.
There's a lot on that noodle of yours
Yeah,
rolling around.
I pretend. Get away with it.
Pretend well. We
love Frisbees.
we have some exciting news, and we're going to throw that in. Where is our favorite new green disc?
Yeah, we've got a new green disc laying around somewhere.
And Look at how nice that is. See how nice and green? Ah,
That's the important part.
there it
the
is.
technology.
So Steven, who's got the big arm, he's got the big arm, and then the old guy. We're going to throw into a net, get some data, tell you guys our assessment of this and why you should or shouldn't invest. I'm going to say you should.
I would think it's pretty important.
Or find a local store that might have them, or a teacher that might have them, and hit them up for a lesson and get some data while you're there. Because I can only, in golf, if you're going to get fitted for the right set of clubs, you have to go through the process. This is now the process. So I can only imagine that when you start throwing this, or your customers start throwing this, you're going to go, okay, there's the data, this is what you're now looking at. This section right here.
Well, it skips the whole interview process. Here,
Right.
throw this.
Throw it.
It's not about what prior experience. I get to see if you forehand it, backhand it. It's going to dictate exactly what you need in your game. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's really cool. So Steven's been on the wait list for months, and he finally got his, so we're all a little jealous, but he was nice enough to bring it in.
He gave us shipping updates every day, whether we asked or not.
It's coming. It's coming. So he said he's already thrown 80 of these in his garage. So we might have a noodle arm after all of that effort, but should be fun, and we'll flash up the results of that if we get them in time. Otherwise, we may do a part 2. We're going to go out in the field tomorrow and work with the one and only world champion Ricky Wysocki.
Yep, I'm going to film him throw a couple bombs with his new protos.
He's doing some field work tomorrow, and we got the invite, and we're going to put the drone up, and we'll do some drone footage and some behind footage and maybe a little interview about what's going on. And he's hitting the road.
He's on his way out, man.
So
It's that time of year.
if it looks like he's going to be pretty committed to the tour the rest of the year. So hopefully you get to see him and cheer him on along with everyone else. They're playing some incredible disc golf early in the season.
Yeah, both tournaments have been.
Right.
I've been glued to the screen, and that's how good they were.
And Kristen Tatar, no disappointment, kind of what you expected.
What we all saw coming, yeah.
She is a killer.
Yep, she's in it to win it, man.
She's a killer. I don't know. And we heard Christina Allen is pregnant, and she's doing Katrina, and she's doing June.
She's pregnant?
Pregnant.
I didn't know
Now-
that. That's exciting. Good for her.
If you hear differently, or if Steven finds out something in the next few minutes, he'll correct us. But I believe it's out there now that she is having a baby. So congratulations.
Wow, good for them too.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's-
look at that. Confirmed.
So she is. That's only how much longer can you throw before you can't throw, right?
It's only got to be a couple months, right?
So Yuli's having
That's
a kid
tough.
with
Sarah Wysocki.
Sarah Wysocki.
Yeah.
There's some good genes.
No longer Sarah Wysocki though. She's Sarah
Right.
Ulabari now.
Sarah Ulibarri, of course. All the respect. But I'm just going to say, the kid may...
That might be a great
right,
player.
the kid may come out with the hand just perfectly in place.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Right on the Discraft disc,
Yeah.
of course.
And Katrina Allen, I'm sure the same. So that's really exciting. Good for the sport. But that's just one really great past world champion that isn't going to be on the tour
Yep, that's
really
right.
pretty much this year.
And she's had a rough go the last couple seasons. I
Yeah.
mean, this season's not going her way. Last season was really tough.
Well, she won Minnesota last year, so she won
Preserve?
some. Yeah,
Okay.
she won the Preserve, and
At least she did have a shiny.
she had some moments.
Got it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, now she's really uber distracted, right? For all the right reasons. You got to be a mom, so that's pretty cool.
For sure. Well, now, going into I would like to just bring up Brody before we go throw into the net here, because Brody had expressed something that I actually related pretty heavy with, about how he kind of felt like he was falling out of love with disc golf,
Mhm.
and he wasn't feeling that same passion. And there was just something there that really, it sounds like a symptom of depression, where you don't enjoy the things that you love like you used to. And that's where I kind of related to fallen out of love with the sport a little bit. It seems like we all kind of have to go through that period of like second guessing or not enjoying quite disc golf as you used to enjoy it. I thought that was really nice that he opened up about that. A lot of people gave him flack for it, but like
Who?
Brody,
People
or-
online?
Oh yeah, Redditors and YouTube comments. You know,
Yeah.
you can never read the
He
comments.
takes that with a
but-
grain of salt, though. He's
Yeah,
if you don't respect his honesty, then you're not getting the point.
yeah. Just because he's brunt, a lot of people don't like him. I don't think, but
you're not getting the point of that young man. I have a lot of respect for him. Anything you get into that you really commit your life to,
yeah,
and we've all done it, whether it's work or it's sports or it's a relationship, and there is that sort of where the honeymoon period ends.
right.
And so you're here, and then you're going to go here, but it's going to come back.
Yeah,
Everything balances, but it's almost nice to have some valleys, because when you get peaks, they're that much better.
exactly.
When you
There's
come
really
back.
no good without the bad, is there?
Right, there isn't. It's the yin and the
Nothing to-
yang almost. a
Yeah,
little.
nothing to
yeah.
measure against it.
Yeah, so well, that was nice of you to bring that up.
Yeah, I wanted to at least give him a shout out and just relate to it a little bit, and
Right on.
so maybe other people can kind of feel like, yeah, that might come, but
Yeah,
enjoy
right
it
on.
while it lasts.
Yeah. All right.
Well, after that, I think I'm ready to unleash a little
Aggression.
aggression.
All right, we're going to go throw a few of these, record a few of these, and we'll probably do a quick little sign off now and enjoy the content. If we can get Ricky in this one, we will. Otherwise, it'll come separately. So forgive us for that. But
More to come, as always.
Yeah, great.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Quickly.
Test.
We're live.
Oh yeah.
Those are my cleanest goals.
55.
Awesome. You want us
And
to put
just-
something down and a little softer?
No, it's,
Now I'm really thinking about it too.
Yeah, you don't want
that
to.
was even. 52 and then 900.
That actually rings.
Yeah, that was 55. And then
You're getting that had to be faster. That looked really smooth.
well, that was a good one. 58. You're good.
Anybody else want to turn?
That was about the same. You had 1,000 RPM.
You were hiding behind the net.
Yeah, get a couple warm ups.
See, that looks like you're punching it pretty good.
65. No, I'm just kidding.
60. I bought it.
It's 50 though, and 1,000 spin RPM.
Dude, you're getting 1,000 RPMs.
Yeah, your nose angle was higher though, and your launch angle was like normal. Oh, good. So 50 miles an hour, 925 spin.
On this. Thump.
53,000. Then your nose angle. That was 54.
There you go.
With-
PR.
Right on.
Boy, looks smooth.
Nose angle's up.
Yeah, it's up a little. It's 53.2. It's like literally the exact same.
What's the battery life on this thing?
We're at 87 still,
Okay.
but it charges pretty quick. 52, 9.
Oh my god! Why did it not take?
What?
There it is, 58 point. I am enjoying this so much more than I thought I would. This is freaking awesome. 59.6, 1100. You're. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Let's see.
Any bet?
That should have been a little higher.
Nose angle's up.
Nose angle is up 3 degrees.
And a little slower.
Please don't hit Damien. Woo! 64 miles an hour.
So stupid.
1,000.
Still real quick, and then just to see.
God, your hips look great.
Yeah.
61 miles an hour. 1,006. That was 60.9 with -7. -7 you had for nose angle on that.
Oh, really?
That's gnarly. Yeah, -6 with an 11-degree launch.
That's probably cool.
Traded.
That was just hard. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. That was just hard. I don't know.
First one.
Yeah, give you a couple. That one was still 49.7.
Was it?
Yep. $48.9.